So hey guys, so it's Tuesday. Still living in full time in my RV. There's one of the Great Danes right there, Napoleon. He's the older of the two, and he's also muy guapo. Huh, he's a fat puppy, and he knows he's the fat puppy. But hey, today's going to be another unboxing. I do want to cover real quick that I've been doing a lot of unboxings on the YouTube channel, and it seems like I'm always buying stuff. What I've done recently is I've bought a little bit more than I usually would, and the reason is because if I'm retiring early and I'm about to trek across the United States down to from SoCal to Key West, Florida as my new home base. So between now and then, I'm not gonna speed in the RV from here to there. So I'm going to make it a slow adventure journey, right? Gonna see things on the way, go explore some of the states and things like that that I want to see on the way. So it might take me a few months to get from SoCal down to Key West. With saying that, I'm not going to be able to really receive mail in that time. I possibly could, but it would just be such a pain in my ass to try to figure out where to have it sent, be there at the exact time, and all that. So I've got some things now that way I'm not going to be buying stuff for the next few months. And with saying that, I still don't spend as much as maybe what it seems. A lot of the things I buy used. You know, I have right now 99 soaps in my rotation. That seems like a lot to some. That's not a lot to others. I will say out of that 99, probably 80% of them I bought used. I bought on buy sell trades, whether it be on Facebook, Reddit, the Discord group, or other means, other third-party websites or the forums. I rarely buy things new, and the reason is because I like getting steep discounts on things that I was going to buy anyways. So if I'm going to buy a soap that I know I like, why spend 25 bucks on it brand new when I can get it used for a fraction of that cost, as long as it makes sense, obviously, right? Because sometimes people ask way too much money for used items, and it just makes more sense to buy new. So with saying all that, I'm also one of those guys that, because I'm a financial nerd, when I see a good deal on something, I tend to think, hey, I should get it. What I mean by that, say if I have a soap and I really love it, if I see that it's on sale, say it's usually a $25 soap, but right now you can get it for 15 bucks, I'm probably going to buy it for 15 bucks because I know eventually I'm going to replace that soap because I love it. So it only makes sense to spend that money now, and I would be able to save it later on. Now that only works if you love the item enough to where you're going to replace it anyways. And often when I do this, I do it with used soap that I find online. So I just kind of want to caveat that because I don't think, and I never recommend that in any hobby or in life in general, that you should just spend money chasing happiness, right? Like right now you get those endorphin rushes when you get a new box, new package. That's not me. I've phased that out many years ago in my financial journey. And even living in the RV really helped me phase that out because you can only have so much stuff in an RV. So I don't buy things to chase happiness. Actually, if anything, when I buy things, it's a pain in my ass, even here in SoCal, because I have to drive to my P.O. box, I have to take the slip out, go to the front counter, they go in the back, find the package. Sometimes they say it's not there, so then I have to go on my phone, show them that it says that it was delivered. They look up the tracking number, find out that they misplaced it somewhere else. So for me, it's not really so much of an endorphin rush as it is. I just enjoy wet shaving and I enjoy trying new things. So that's what I do. I don't chase and buy things though to try to fill that void of happiness because this will never do it long term. But enough of that soapbox. We're already 5 minutes in, and hey, we're gonna open some boxes. As always, we're using the handy dandy Spyderco. This sucker's about 10 years old, and she's still working. So this first package is from a gentleman that I bought on the BSTs, and he had some soap that I've been wanting to try. Some of it was you could buy now, it's still offered, and some of it was soap that is not. It was released like last year, but they're not. It was like a one-time release type thing, and he had it for such a great price. I got everything in this box for cheaper than one of the items costs new. And everything in this box is only used like once or twice. So I got a bunch of stuff for cheaper than the cost of just one item in this box brand new. And like that is why I'll spend money up front and buying stuff like this is if I can get a deal like that. Like that's crazy, right? Like the amount of money I saved by buying this stuff used, I get like way more. I got a whole box full of stuff versus just buying that one item new. And already I can tell you, like, this is awesome, the way that this is packaged. And the smell is good, which could be a bad thing. Maybe something's leaking. So the first thing we'll go over is House of Mammoth Alive. This is a scent that I've been seeing people use. I love House of Mammoth. House of Mammoth soap base is phenomenal, for one. Ben is a great dude. And two, House of Mammoth is the only soap that I really can say that it triggers good feelings for me. So like when I have a bad day, I'll reach for, depending on what mood I want to feel like, I'll reach for a certain scent of House of Mammoth and it'll actually like make me happier. I love other soaps out there, their scent profiles and what have you, but House of Mammoth has been the only artisan soap maker that I've had where it just makes me have a better day, just the scent profiles. And I think that's pretty awesome. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty nice. So you can see this was used once or twice. So for Alive, the guy had the whole set. I mean, usually I don't buy like a whole set of something. Like I won't buy the aftershave, balm, EDP, all that. If I love it, once I have it, then I'll buy, say, maybe the EDP. But usually I only buy a splash or the balm. Like I won't buy both the splash and balms just because, again, I don't have a lot of room. But this gentleman I bought it from, he had the whole set. And it was a phenomenal price. So yeah, the price of everything in this box was cheaper than the price of just this EDP. And nothing bad against House of Mammoth's EDP prices, because it's their EDP price, it's still cheaper than if you go into a store like Macy's or something like that. But I got everything in this box for cheaper than the EDP, and look at that. It's been used maybe once. I mean, like, look at that. It's full. Look at that. Full. And again, this is my financial nerd side. right? Like somebody will buy all of this brand new and you'll spend, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, and I think these are about 70. So you'll spend like close to 150 bucks with shipping, and I got all of this for less than 70 that's in the box. And again, I'm not saying don't buy this stuff new, but what I'm saying is I, as a financial nerd, always think to myself that I want to get the best bang for my dollar. And again, this was something that I was about to buy new, and it popped up, so why not get it? Like, I got the whole set for cheaper than just the EDP. Plus, I got more in here, so let's go over this now. Now, this is one that I've wanted to try for a while, but again, it was kind of one of those one-banger releases, and it's going to be Barrister and Mann Melange, and this is based off of the Dune series, and I can't say I'm a huge Dune fan. I watched the original movie years and years ago when I was like a little kid, so I don't even really remember it. I haven't watched the remake, and part 2 is going to be coming up, I think maybe the end of this year or next year. And Will at Barrister and Mann has said that they are planning him and his mother to release this again when the second movie is released. So they released this for the first movie, and so I never got to try it. There's the pour. And this one's strong. Like, as soon as I open it up, I can smell it right now. Wow, that's nice. Very cinnamon forward. Maybe vanilla or tonka bean. But I'm just getting a really cinnamon forward scent profile off of it. I think the artwork's awesome, especially with the gold on there. I didn't tell you how the Alive smelled. So you guys can look up the scent profiles. I'm not going to put all that on here. But Alive, I get like a very nice fresh apple accord. So not like juicy apple or a bitter apple, but like a really nice fresh apple with hints of maybe really nice fresh floral in the background. One of my friends, how he kind of described Alive to himself is it's a scent that invokes him to want to try new things in life. And I thought that was really cool. And once he said that, it made me want to really get this one that much more. And I can say that I can definitely see how that would invoke that kind of emotional response with smelling this. Want to try new things in life. I like that. So with the Barrister and Mann, we also have the Balm and the Splash. Now this is one of those ones, depending on how it smells and how much I like it, if I see it come up again on a buy, sell, trade, I might buy it and have some backups. I'm really bad at backups. Like right now I have like 38 backups, and some of those are unattainable. Like you can't buy them anymore. Like say Lisa, that was a Barrister and Mann's Rose forward release that they're not bringing it back. They said it just didn't sell really well, and I love it. I have 3 sets of it because of that, and I never was around to buy it when it originally got released. I really wasn't following Barrister and Mann back then, but every time it's come up on a buy, sell, trade, I've bought it because I like it that much. I do have some backups that you can currently still buy that are seasonal, like say PAA. I have like 3 tubs of clown fruit. I have a couple I just had a backup of Atomic Pumpkin that I used up, and I have a couple other backups from PAA that are seasonal. And the reason I bought those is because I like to send enough, and if I remember right, he had like a sale on at the time. But I do need to get better on that, where for now on, I only buy backups of things like these that aren't seasonal, that they're like a one-time release, and you can't get them again. Because if they're seasonal, like, you can get them again next year. And I have so many soaps that it would be probably pretty hard for me to kill that many soaps to where I need a backup of the seasonal release. So that is it for this box. Pretty cool, like I said. House of Mammoth, full set of Alive. Really, really happy with that. Can't wait to use that and break into that. Same thing with this one. Yeah, that's really good. This is what I was smelling when I opened the box. This one's a strong one. Most of Barrister Man's are. So box number 2. It's going to be from the Razor Company. And cut there. Cut this side. Knife safety, always cut away from yourself, even though I don't. And this one is packaged pretty strong, to be honest. There we go. Sorry about the shaky video a little bit, but... Oh, so actually this one isn't from the Razor Company. Funny. Because I do have an order from the Razor Company, so I thought it was delivered. I need to check on that because it probably should have been delivered by now. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But I got a couple small things coming from the Razor Company. I think that's a little better. So this was another one of those ones I bought used, and I was looking for a single soap. Well, I've been looking for 2 soaps, and this is one of them. Barrister Man. I don't even know how you say that. Maybe Pechor? Pedrichor? But it's supposed to smell like wet, damp earth. And that's exactly what I get. And some people that might be like a turnoff. I love that scent because it invokes a lot of fond memories of me in the woods when it's damp. And not just as a kid, but even in my youth in the Marine Corps, doing training events in the rain out in the middle of the woods, doing a lot of events in Quantico, DC for a lot of training I've done with combat training and stuff. And I love it. And I have one of these that I've used. It's not fully used yet. And so I thought, well, shit, maybe I should go look for another one because they don't sell it anymore. And one of the guys, the Discord group had this and said, hey, I have some other soaps I was thinking about trying to sell. Do you mind if I send you a picture? And I was like, yeah, sweet. Shoot me the picture. He shot me the picture, and he had a bunch of other great soaps. I had to limit myself because I was like, freak, man, I'm trying to actually kill more soaps right now. I'm at 99 in my rotation right now, but he had some ones in there that I've wanted to try, and I've just been putting it off. And so I ended up buying like 4 or 5 soaps from him because of that. But yeah, I love this. Another one that's like this that I have is Holy Call Tempest. And I like this one more. So I think I'm going to sell or gift my Holy Call Tempest. Because I don't know, there's really not reason to have 2. wet, damp earth smells, unless they're both, unless I love both of them and they're unique in their own way. And Tempest is different than this one. This one is definitely a lot stronger of a wet dirt smell, where Tempest is more of the lighter side to me. But I like this one more, so I think going forward, that's why I got the backup of this, and I'll get rid of Tempest. The next one is Barrister Man 42. So a lot of people love this one, swear by this one, and 42, it's based off the movie. And what got me wanting to try this is I really love and enjoy tea scent soaps. There's a few that I like. Just to name a few is Declaration Grooming Chaotic Neutral. I really enjoy that one. And there's one by A&E that I really enjoy. I forgot what it's called. But based on that, I was like, oh, I got to try this one because it has tea in there. Right there. I think you guys can see that. Okay. This one's kind of an interesting one. It's like there's a little bit of a citrus vibe to it, with florals and kind of like a citrus floral tea almost. Yeah, that one's nice. So all of these in this box, no splashes, because this gentleman doesn't usually have splashes. So the next one is Barrister and Man Callega. And I have one of these, and I really enjoy it. So once I saw him have this, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get it. This will be a backup. And Barrister Man has two scents that are very similar. When it comes to winter, it's this one, and they also have one called like Iguru or something like that. I know I'm probably butchering it. It looks like a German name to me. And the other one, it smells like cold air while you're in a forest. This one, it smells more like a sweet pine forest scent to it. So they're uniquely different enough to where I like them both. All right. The next one's going to be from Southern Witchcraft, and it's Arcane Abyss. And I've wanted to try this one for a long time. They don't sell it anymore, and I don't know if it's coming back by any means. But yeah, I saw he had it, so I was like, oh, you know what? I'll pick that one up too. And the interesting thing about this one is it's supposed to be a lavender mixed with like sea salt and some other weird things. So it was just one of those things it was weird enough to where I was like, man, I gotta try it. And I like Southern Witchcraft soap base. See the pour. And all of these have been used a few times. It's not as dark as I was expecting. I was expecting something really dark. And some of these, there's no reviews on like YouTube or anything like this. There's one review, and the gentleman said it smells like wet dog. And I get sea salt right now. That's what I get. So we'll see how that opens up more once I use it. And the last soap for the unboxing. This was a collab that I saw. And the collab was by Noble Otter, House of Mammoth, and Declaration Grooming. So Declaration Grooming did the soap base. Noble Otter did the splash. And House of Mammoth did the, I want to say did the scents. They did the scent oils for the soap. And I believe they did also the EDP, if I remember correctly. And there's two. There's this one, which, if I remember right, it's supposed to be like a darker Forget. And then there was another one that's more of a brighter Forget. And the difference is the coloration. So this one looks darker in nature. So this is the darker one. And then there's the lighter one. And this one I wanted to try for a while because I love Declaration Grooming soap base. And House of Mammoth knocks it out of the park with their scents. So I was like, oh man, I gotta try this. And I like Noble Outer. And again, like, it's not as dark as I was expecting. I definitely get more of a green floral out of this one. And there is the soap. So that is all for my unboxing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know I went off in a little bit of a rant there, but I enjoyed opening this stuff. I'm going to enjoy trying some of it. So obviously now I'm a little higher on my counts, right? I had 38, I think it was last I checked backups. Now I have, sorry about that, 39, 40 backups. I had 99 soaps in my rotation, so now I have 100, 101, 102, 103, 104 soaps in my rotation. I think my goal is eventually to get it between like 70 and 90 soaps in my rotation. And I'm not sure. I don't mind having as many as I do now, but my shelf is almost full. And that's kind of my end point, is only what I can fit on that shelf do I keep. And I have a little drawer for my backups. But even this, like I said, I have 40 backups soaps. I probably should go through that, and some of the ones that are seasonal, I should either gift or sell as a soap lot. But that's for maybe, another video, another talk. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this unboxing. I will be posting this today. It's Tuesday. Check you guys out on the next video.